Airborne Tactical Signal Battalion in the Army Reserve. I think a little of that brings with the culture that we have here at the 4th, where Mustangs, you come to battle assembly, and it's not your typical battle assembly.
I have soldiers that love being here, that want to stay here. They don't want to go to other units because they know the culture at the sergeant level, at the staff sergeant level, at every level throughout. Everybody wants to stay within this unit because they know this is the best there is in Army Reserve.
So essentially our mission is twofold. One, we provide rotational forces to the Special Operations Command, primarily focused in the CENTCOM area of responsibility. And the second part is we provide early entry, forced entry, communication assets, as well as airborne communications on our immediate response force, which is 18 hours of notification or less. If there's an event anywhere in the world, whether it's natural disaster or some type of conflict, we're able to load up into either a C-130 or C-17 and provide that commander with real-time voice and data services while they're in flight to the area. So we use a J-block equipment set, which is small, scalable, highly deployable, commercial off-the-shelf equipment. So we're not talking shelter-mounted Humvees or satellites. Everything can be packed in the back of a Humvee, a Suburban, or even airline checkable to go wherever we need to go. We average like a 2 to 4 man team, depending on the size of the headquarters that we're going to support. So a 4-man team with our J-Blocks kit can support up to about 200 users, depending on whatever the customer requirements are. We don't talk about you're a 25 Bravo, 25 Charlie. Everybody here is a communicator, so everybody here knows how to set up all aspects of the equipment.
When you send out teams of 2 and 3, and they have to be able to do everything within that communication realm from beginning to end to be able to provide comms for the customer, not just being a cable guy, not being just a satellite guy, not just being a network guy or gal. They got to be able to do everything. It is by far the best unit I've been a part of within Army Reserve. The individuals here, there are people who get their PT test taken care of on time. There are people who get their military education taken care of on time. We have just good individuals within the 4th that take care of their business and make sure that they are ready to go and deploy on an individual level.
So if you're coming off of active duty, I tell everybody that comes off of active duty into reserves that you're going to take a deep breath for a minute because the reserve culture is a little bit different. Things might move just a little bit slower. But here we have the ability to say, okay, if you want to spend more time with your family or more time with your job, too easy. We'll make sure you're set up with a certain troop and you're still going to get that level of training that you need. But if you come here and you want to keep going back to airborne school, air assault school, if you want to go on deployment and missions, that's also too easy. We have plenty of those opportunities as well.